ritual and other technical procedures, is the heart of this archaic, Kabbalistic, and magical system, and can hardly be guessed at, save by some shrewd and penetrating modern psychologists such as Carl Jung and A. Maslow. It is with the mind with which I wish in particular to occupy myself at some little length. Although it comprises the five sephiros, numbered 4 to 8 inclusive, its central seat is in Kitover, so-called, the sphere of harmony and equilibrium. One problem which concerns the magician is the fact that inherent in the mind is a principle of self-contradiction which prevents its use independent of any superior systems in the quest for truth and right. Using the reason alone, man can never come to any true realization of what he is in himself. That is, he can never understand by the mind alone that he is an eternal spiritual entity, a brilliant star, shining by the light of its own essence, within the bespangled body of Nui, the queen of infinite space. Iamblichus lays the law down quite clearly in the mysteries, that not by discursive reasoning or through philosophic thinking alone does one come into fellowship with the gods. It is through the awakening of the higher spiritual powers by means of the rite of magic that we have already defined that the consummation of the long ages is effected. What we call so casually the imagination of the ordinary man is, according to the exponents of magic, the major faculty of the soul to assimilate the images and reflections.
Okay, I'm going to read to you what's called the next step. This comes from the Book of the Law. These are clips for YouTube. One of our YouTubes just crashed. We're going to restart it. The next step. Democracy dodders. Ferocious fascism. Cackling communism. Equally frauds cavort crazily all over the globe. They are hemming us in. They are aborted births of the child, the new eon of Horus. Liberty stirs once more in the womb of time. Evolution makes its changes by anti-socialistic ways. The abnormal man who foresees the trend of the times and adapts circumstance intelligently is laughed at, persecuted, often destroyed by the herd. But he and his heirs, when the crisis comes, are survivors. Above us today hangs a danger never yet paralleled in history. We suppress the individual in more and more ways. We think in terms of the herd. War no longer kills soldiers discriminately. The most democratic and autocratic governments is communistic in essence. It is always restriction. We are all treated as imbecile children. Dora, the shops acts, the motoring laws, Sunday suffocation, the censorship. They won't trust us to cross the roads at will. Fascism is like communism and dishonest into the bargain. The dictators suppress all art, literature, theater,